The scariest part isn't being broke. The scariest part is realizing you've gotten comfortable living that way. Why is that, you might ask? Well, if I were to be honest, I would say, you tell yourself you're waiting for the right time, the right paycheck, the right opportunity, the right economy. But do you realize that such thing doesn't even exist? It's nothing more than just wishful thinking, contemplating only to realize you're not going to get anywhere in life, waiting around for something of that nature. But that's not what's happening. You're terrified, not of failure. You're terrified of becoming someone your current identity can't recognize. Every day you wake up promising yourself that tomorrow you'll finally create a budget, attack your debt, invest your first dollar, start the side hustle, change your financial future. Then tomorrow comes, and nothing changes. Not because you're lazy, because your brain has learned to survive in chaos. Today I'm going to show you why the life you hate has become the life your mind desperately protects. And once you understand it, you'll never look at your financial life the same way again. Let's be honest with ourselves a moment. Your brain chooses familiar pain over unknown freedom. And why is that, you might ask? Well, imagine standing in a burning house, thinking you're going to breathe your last breath any moment here and about that time. The smoke fills every room. You know you should leave, but you've lived there so long. You know exactly where every piece of furniture sits. You know which floorboards creak. You know where every exit is. Outside, everything is unfamiliar. That's exactly how millions of people live financially. They hate being broke. They hate checking their bank account. They hate opening bills. They hate avoiding phone calls from collectors. They hate saying, "I can't afford it." Yet every payday, they repeat the exact same behaviors. Because familiar suffering feels safer than unfamiliar success. Your brain doesn't ask, "Will this make me wealthy?" It asks, "Will this keep me alive?" For thousands of years, survival mattered more than growth. Your brain still operates that way today, even if your habits are destroying your future. If they're familiar, your brain labels them as safe. And some of you all might ask why that is, or why change feels like danger. Every financial decision creates emotional discomfort. Canceling subscriptions, saying no to eating out. Trust me, I'm new just saying this to be saying it. Look, we all been there for that matter. I know what it's like to wasteful spend just like you do as well. We gotta stop with this starting today. Cause look, if we wanna build wealth, we gotta put an end to the leaks that we create ourselves on a regular basis. Passing on impulse purchases, selling things, picking up extra work, learning investing, facing your debt. None of these are physically painful, but are extremely important. Yet your body reacts as if you're under attack. Your heart races, your stomach tightens, your thoughts spiral. Then you convince yourself, "I'll start next week." That isn't logic. That's avoidance wearing the mask of planning. Your anxiety isn't protecting your money, it's protecting your comfort zone. And comfort zones quietly become prisons. But yet you ask yourself why that is. Well, look, the cost of waiting can become very expensive. Think about it for a moment. Most people believe waiting is harmless. It isn't. Waiting costs interest. Waiting costs opportunity. Waiting costs confidence. Every month you delay, debt grows. Investments compound without you. Inflation quietly steals purchasing power. Years disappear. Then one day, you wake up wondering where your life went, where your paycheck went that you had worked all this time for, and yet have nothing to show for it. Why is that, you ask? Nobody plans to spend 20 years living paycheck to paycheck. It happens one postponed decision at a time. And believe it or not, these actions have slowly compounded over time until they turned into something large and truly unexpected. But hey, what can you say? Now really at this point there isn't anything. Why? Because it's already accrued and gotten out of control. And now reality sets in. The identity keeping you poor sinks in and hits you like a military tank before you finally realize everything you should have avoided. Listen carefully. Listen. Your habits aren't your biggest problem. Your identity is. If deep down you believe, "I'm just bad with money, I'll always struggle." Wealthy people are different. No matter what I do, something always goes wrong. Then every action you take will eventually match that belief, because your mind always tries to stay consistent with the story you tell yourself. That's why people win the lottery, then lose everything. It's why people pay off debt, then immediately create more. It's why raises disappear, because income changes faster than identity. If you don't become a different person, your financial situation eventually returns to where your beliefs expect it to be. Sounds crazy, but hey, I'm sure you're familiar with the saying, Your parents used to tell you that you are who you run with. Well, that works just as much when it comes to your financial situations as well. The silent anxiety no one talks about can truly take you down or destroy you. Money isn't just numbers. It's stress. It's arguments. It's sleepless nights. It's pretending you're okay. It's declining invitations because you can't afford them. It's hiding purchases from your spouse. It's refreshing your banking app hoping the balance somehow changed. It's wondering if your card will decline. It's acting confident while feeling completely overwhelmed inside. That kind of anxiety changes people. It steals patience. It destroys relationships. It affects parenting. It impacts health. Financial stress doesn't stay inside your wallet. It follows you into every room you walk into. After all, your future self is begging you imagine yourself 10 years from now. Nothing changed. Still making excuses. Still waiting. Still hoping. Still afraid. Now imagine looking back at today. You'd give anything, to have this exact opportunity again. The chance to begin. Not perfectly. Just honestly. One budget. One investment. One debt payment. One difficult conversation. One changed habit. Every financially secure person has one thing in common. They eventually stopped negotiating with fear. Fear never disappeared. They simply refused to let it vote anymore. It no longer even has a place inside your calendar. If this message made you uncomfortable, good. Growth usually begins where comfort ends. Your financial future isn't waiting for motivation. It's waiting for one decision. Not tomorrow. Not next paycheck. Not next year. Today. Because every day, fear makes your decisions. Your future quietly becomes smaller. But the moment you decide your future matters more than your fear, everything can begin to change. You don't have to become rich overnight. You just have to stop protecting the life you're desperate to escape. That's where financial freedom truly starts. And if this video grabbed your attention and made you consider it's time for change, I recommend you check out this playlist of mine for which I created to help others become wealthy. And as extra icing on the cake, I also have created 3 systems that help you break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, along with worksheets and a financial planner to fully help reassure you're on the right path to success. Links in the description. So hit that thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.